you didn't throw their side of the field because you didn't know where they were at. Even if they're chasing a receiver up the field, dude could press and run right back. Which leads to another topic. We're talking to our guy Dukes, the Scoops, here on the channel. Dukes, we appreciate you pulling up. Travis Hunter, man. You said you got to meet him in person, hang out with him or whatnot. Mina Kimes talked about this, and she thinks he could be an all-pro corner within the first couple of years in the NFL if he picked corner instead of wide receiver. Is that far-fetched?
Not at all. When you look at what Travis was able to do, his body of work shows that he could be more of a traditional zone corner with man attributes. And so for someone who understands the intricacies of playing trap or playing or leaving a deep third or shadowing someone else's side of the field to bait and having that type of wherewithal to be able to do that. And people think that Travis is just Colorado played a ton of man, right? But they just think his ball skills overshadow how good he is in zone. Just because he can play stick and he can get inside your hip. When he gets into a system and they know that they can really scheme it, and you've got guys who can help him more. When you talk about, let's say he plays next to a more rangy safety, or he has a linebacker that can cover that deep third, Travis is going to be able to, curl flat. Travis is going to be able to take more chances, and that's what makes him great. When he sees something, he follows his nose and he says, I'm going to find the ball. That's where Travis Hunter is at his best, and I think he'll be able to do that more in the NFL. So being able to create turnovers, when the ball is close to his hands, he makes a play, and the way that he contorts his body to make a is insane, and we haven't seen anybody like that in a while. So yeah, I think she was spot on when she said that, and I agree wholeheartedly.
Yeah, that's exactly what I looked at when I watch him play. Is that TCU play is still stupid. First play at the D1 level, we really got to watch him because I watched him at Jackson State and I saw the talent there. But the nation got to watch him when they played against TCU, and they realized, oh no, this dude really is different. And he says that he wants to play both sides of the ball. Look, I am in the camp of Bomani Jones and saying this. He said this on the right time this week. I ain't playing both sides of the ball unless you give me 2 checks. That's a little much. I mean, you think about the work. I get that playing both sides of the ball is cool because, like I said, he's different. Nobody else has done it. But man, can I get some of that wide receiver check money too to go along with that cornerback check money? Especially if he could find a way, which I think it's going to be so hard to do. Not saying he can't. It can be hard to do. But if he found a way to be all pro on both sides of the ball, at that point, that's when you renegotiate your contracts and saying, I need checks on both sides.
Well, and the second part of that is when you think about the guys who get the marketing deals, the guys that you see with the commercials usually don't play defense. So
that's
for
true.
him to go get that, to go on the other side of the field and say, all right, well, let me go catch a couple of touchdowns. You score touchdowns, usually you recognize the face, you get to take the helmet off, the camera follows you. So if he does I would say win. When he does, you're going to see, even contractually, first of all, he's going to be an anomaly where, and I see it in a way where, let's say the average guy's franchise, imagine having to be franchised at 2 positions.
Ooh.
Even if you took a discount for your other position, let's say he plays 30% of the snaps. And what I was told was going into the draft, and the consensus is that if he goes to play DB, it will probably be more like a 70. You would want something in the 70-30 to 70-75-25, where he would play majority of defense and about 25-30% because the snaps as he gets even though he took 1,400 snaps this year.
Yeah.
Patrick Surtain took 1,100, only playing one side of the ball. So the game is long. You play more, right? More games. You did it for 12 games in Colorado, where you got 17 playoffs. I mean, it's a grind. So, but I think he can do it. He can, and even if you were to get 70, even if you were to, you have to pay him like all pro corner. You gotta give him another extra 30 for that 30%. We need about 30% whatever Jamar Chase get on this side. And when you look at what he provides, you get 2 players for one. It's fair. So he's going to be the first person ever that we see get paid the way he played. He to literally play not just packages.
Mm-hmm.
This guy eventually will go both ways on the field, and I'm excited to see it, man. What a time to be alive.
Yeah, I agree, man. This is amazing to be able to even witness all of this. We're really witnessing greatness. Shout out to LeBron James on that. I'm curious to how well. Honestly, put it this way. I wonder if he's going to start studying Lamar Jackson more in the art of not getting lit up.
Mm.
And I say that because wide receiver, man, corners are gonna try to find ways to clock you. Like that's I mean, linebackers are ready for you. Safeties are gonna try to get the helmet in your chest. But if you do it like, actually, truth be told, Tyler Lockett, who does a really good job of it now, Tulsa stand up, he does a good job of avoiding getting hit hard. Lamar's probably the most. He's the best magician in the NFL to where he never gets hit hard. Like he gets hit hard in the pocket, but if he scrambles, he ain't getting hit hard. He knows how to contort, like you said, contorting the body to where he gets down and it's like, oh, okay, that was a tackle. Like no one gets to level him like people think. Like, of course, that was always the knock on him is that, they're gonna just hit him and so hard he's gonna get hurt from it. It's like, no, he's more likely to get hurt in the pocket like other quarterbacks than scrambling because that dude knows how to move. Wonder if Travis Hunter's gonna have to study that to be able to make sure that he don't get hit because, man, I know people gonna gun for him. But that's the game. That's the competitive nature. I want to knock this dude out and let's see how tough is he really. But I agree with you, man. I think if he pulls a 70-30, if this dude can find a way to make himself an all-pro at wide receiver or just a pro bowler and be an all-pro at corner.
Yeah, dual pro bowler, like I can see that. Yeah, for sure. I remember Deshaun Jackson made the Pro Bowl at special teams and wide receiver one year. He was a returner and a receiver. I think
Yep.
Yeah, even with the way they do the Pro Bowl now, I mean, Drake made, no respect to him, but he made the Pro Bowl, bro. Like,
yeah. It's a popularity contest, man. Especially because they always get reserves. They replace people that can't play or whatnot. So, and it's also really an indictment on you, as we talking NFL a little bit. It's a little indictment on you if you never make a Pro Bowl, because dudes always sit out. Right, and there's always the next guy up, the reserve guy. You didn't make no Pro Bowls, man. Hey, look, you especially at certain positions, you better question your legacy. But so I'm guessing the attention there, though, at the combine was heavy, Travis. Right?
Yeah.
Was it just busy?
Yeah. Travis had a ton of stops to make, different brand activations. Like right now, he's one of the most marketable people that you in the country in the football space. I don't know who you can market more than the Travis Hunter at this space. So for whether it was Adidas or New Era, his company Young Money, his agency does a great job of making sure that he's in the right spaces. They had a launch party with New Era at the combine. Wayne had a concert. Like, it was a lot going on. So yeah, Travis had to move around, but he was focused, man. Like, he was learning. He's a football nerd, man. Like, he loves ball. Like, he watches so much film. Even when I talked to him, like, bro, he was on his phone watching ball.
And I think that's the most amazing thing about him and Shador in conversations, that people, it's not that people don't realize, people don't want to acknowledge that everyone is telling you the same thing about both. Dudes are junkies when it comes to the game. Like, that's all they do. And I had a conversation with my son about that. He's about to go to his senior year of high school. We was talking about that yesterday. And I was like, I mean, if you decide you want to play college soccer, the obsession needs to start now. Like, you need to be constantly watching and learning ball, because either you can play at the collegiate level, pay for school, get by. You could play at the collegiate level and try to get into coaching, which requires all the studying, or you can play at the collegiate level and try to go play overseas, which really requires it. So I was like, you may as well start the habits now if that's what you want to do. And he's like, yeah, I'm trying to debate if I really want to play, if I want to commit that much time, because the time commitment is absurd for athletes at the next level. People think that they just kicking it out. Nah, it's life. And that's where you see the difference with Travis Hunter and Shador compared to others. That was life.
Yeah, for
Get
sure.
me a phone. Let me watch how bad in this play I did and where I can adjust things. and they didn't even participate in the workouts. That should tell you something, dog. That's bananas for me. All right, we chopping up with Deuce to Scoop. Per the norm, the people love having you, man. Let the people know where they can find you.
Man, social media at Dukes D Scoop, DUKESTHESCOOP. On YouTube, Dukes D Scoop. Just search my channel, man. Find the Scoop with Dukes. Hey, Scoop and Dukes, find it, man. You'll find my content, man. I've got some Colorado content, some Auburn content. I go live. We just kick it barbershop talk on Monday nights. So yeah, man, come by, kick it, come remember, whatever. Hey, just come over. I appreciate it.
Come hang out with the man. We appreciate you joining the channel. Hey, hit your like, subscribe button. All his links are in the description below to not only the social media stuff as well as the channel. And yeah, we'll bring Dukes back on again in the near future. Chop it up soon.